I know I look a hot mess right now, but that aside, today I'm going to redo a makeup look that I did back in 2023 for a photo shoot that I did that I really liked. And I don't remember exactly how I did it, so this is all me just kind of winging it. And we're gonna see how it turns out. This could either be really close to how it turned out, or we'll end up with a completely new look. Either way, let's get right into it. As always, the first thing I did was put a primer all over my face. I don't remember the exact one I used back then, but I just used this e.l.f. one. Next, I moved on to color correcting. So I just put on a yellow concealer and added a bit of orange onto my dark circles. And then I added green onto the reddish bits of my face. Although back then I probably only added yellow and no orange onto the dark circles. But oh well. Back then I used an eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows, but I ran out of that one. So I used this product instead, and it gives off pretty much the same look. Then I used concealer onto my dark circles, carved out my eyebrows, and applied it on any blemishes or areas that needed to really be cleaned up. And of course I blended it out with my beauty blender. The concealer I used is by Elle as well. I'll try to put all the products in the description. Then after the concealer, I added some foundation. This one's slightly lighter coverage. The one I used back then was by Maybelline, and it was a full coverage foundation. I think it was the Fit Me one, or Superstay. Then I contoured my nose using this Wet n Wild stick, and the other reason that I don't use the other end of the stick is because I accidentally broke it off one day, so yeah. So now that I'm done with all the liquid and cream product on my face, I just set it with a powder, and this one I got at the dollar store. Really, any translucent powder will do. Next, I took my Papa Don't Peach blush from Too Faced and I applied it onto my cheeks. I'm pretty sure I used this exact same blush. I've been using this one for like years now. Then I used this I Heart Revolution peach highlighter. I think this is the same one that I used that day. I don't remember exactly, but I know I use it a lot. Now I'm moving on to the eyes, and I just put on this Too Faced Shadow Insurance eye primer. I think that's what it's called. I forgot the exact name. For the eyeshadow, I started off with this purple shade called My Girls from the Bratz and Revolution collab palette, and I just added that onto my crease and also added it onto the lower eyelid. It came out pretty patchy the day I applied it, and it came out patchy the way I applied it in here too, so there's no difference there, that's for sure. Honestly, I think it's just I'm not very good at applying that eyeshadow, or I don't know what. But anyway, yeah, I used a more detailed, like, smaller brush to apply it onto the lower outer corner of the eyelid. And yeah, that's where I added that particular shade. Next, I got the shade Fashion Pack, which is like a more darker shade of purple. And then when I applied it, I realized, oh, I don't think this is the right shade, because in the original photo I saw more of blue shades, but here it's more like straight up purple. So I was like, damn, I think I messed it up already. Well, I decided to end up just kind of working with it, because I'm just trying to recreate it. So I tried to salvage it by adding the shade Super Stylin' from the same palette. It's a more shimmery purple, and I applied that over the previous color. But again, it didn't look quite like the image that I took that year, but it was close enough, I think. At this point, I was starting to look like this scene from Asobi Asobase where they put makeup on Hanako, and like I couldn't unsee it after that. Since I was trying to get more of the blue tones I saw in the photo, I tried to salvage it using the shade Sapphire from this paint palette I got from Glamlight. It's a shimmery blue eyeshadow. So I figured, okay, if I put some of this, maybe that's what I did to my makeup that day. But it was a little darker than what I actually had going on in the photo. But it's the closest I could get, you know? And then I just took this fluffy brush and blurred out the edges of the eyeshadow because I didn't want it to look too harsh. Then I moved on to the eyeliner. This one I just got it's a $1 eyeliner that I got from this store called Miss A. And I just tried to do a wing. It looked a lot neater that day. I don't know how I did it. Because when I did it in here, that wing was not as sharp as what I had going on the day of the shoot. I don't know what kind of magic I did that day to get it so sharp, but oh well. And then I just moved on to the lashes. I curled them and applied mascara. I actually had some false lashes the day of the shoot because I always wear false lashes for model events, but this time I was just gonna sit at the house, so I saw no point in it. So I skipped adding the lashes and I just went straight to adding mascara. I didn't feel like doing too much to just sit at home, you know? I figured it would be a waste. Then I finished off the look with a pink lip gloss. I got this one at Dollar General. It's this holographic gloss. It's one of my favorite ones to use. And yeah, that was pretty much the makeup I did that day. Or the closest I could get to it anyway. If you try this makeup, don't expect it to turn out perfect. Here's the reality of what makeup looks like. It doesn't matter. You could have the best skin in the world and it's still going to have a lot of texture to it. I'm gonna show you some photos of the actual pictures I got. If you zoom into them, you can actually see texture there. And you can see texture here on camera. Makeup in real life is not as smooth as it looks in the photos online. So if you ever worry about your makeup looking too textured, don't. It looks like that on everybody in real life. Okay, so what is the overall verdict, y'all? I feel like I got close with the makeup, but it almost looks the same. Almost. I feel like my brows look a bit thicker in the original because back then I didn't really groom my brows as much, you know? Because now I actually keep them trimmed constantly. I use those little eyebrow razor things and constantly keep them neat and trimmed, I guess you could call it. And back then I didn't do that, so. I also was looking at the up close photos of my eyeshadow, and what I noticed is that there were more blue tones, there was more obvious blue tones on this part. I think I actually used the navy blue eyeshadow and put some blue shimmer on top. I might have done that, but I don't really know. I don't remember exactly how I did the eyeshadow. I just know that I had the same products in general back then. So otherwise, I think I got pretty close. Man, I need a haircut. It might not be exactly the same look that I did back then, but it's pretty close. I also didn't wear the dress this time because I actually don't have that dress anymore. It was a size bigger, so, you know, I want my dresses to actually fit me properly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of tutorial, I guess you could call it. I'm gonna look through my other old photos to see if I can find any other looks I can recreate, other than the usual soft glam makeup that I always wore to workshops and events. I am going to post a new makeup tutorial at the beginning of every month. So if you want more content like this, you already know I don't want to go into the please like and subscribe and comment stuff because let's be real, it gets annoying after a while to hear the same thing over and over again. Next week I'm gonna look back at some footage from my very first year of modeling, or my training arc of modeling, I should say. So if you want to see that, please be sure to subscribe. Sorry about the whole obligatory like, comment, and subscribe, but yeah. Anyways, I'm done. Goodbye.